Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do like a mini review here. I know most of my reviews go into like, 20 to 30 minutes sort of thing when it comes to like album reviews and top 10 songs or whatever. But for this one, I'm doing Gojira, as you can see, the album From Mars to Sirius, which I've been listening to ever since just about January. It's the first time I ever really listened to them. But this style of music is a lot harder for me to describe and really emulate sort of thing rather than because Tool, as crazy and technical and stuff as Tool is, I can describe a lot of what they're doing a lot better than I can with Gojira, because I can only say really heavy riffs or pounding drums. I can only say that so many times. I've noticed I've been doing that in the last couple ones that I've done, so I'm just going to kind of keep this one brief and to the point. So let's get it started. This album, like I said, started listening to it early January. Every year since, well, last year's when I really started it, but this year I'm doing it too. I've been making playlists where each year I'll hear like songs either I've never really listened to a lot but have heard before, or songs I've never heard before that are really good that I listen to them, and I put them in this playlist called Songs I Started Listening to and blah blah blah. So last year it was a lot of like Fleetwood Mac, a lot of mostly Fleetwood Mac. I had like 20 Fleetwood Mac songs on there. But I had some Billy Joel songs that I never really listened to before, like The Stranger and Vienna. Surprisingly, those are two of my favorite songs ever, but I never even really listened to them until last year. Then I have songs like Wang Dang, Sweet Poontang on there and stuff. But so this year, I started off with Nostradamus from Judas Priest because I heard it in a video, just like a 5-second clip of it. I was like, ooh, I want to check that out. And then I got a couple other songs I've been listening to a little bit. And then my friend Alex showed me the song, and he showed it to me a while ago, like maybe a year and a half ago. And I texted him, I was like, what the fuck is the name of that song? And he was like, Flying Whales. And I was like, I gotta listen to that shit. So I'm just sitting in my living room playing Rocket League. And I look at my Google Home, and I'm like, hey, Google, play fucking Flying Whales. And it was like, sure thing. So it played it. And I was floored. That song is fucking awesome. Gojira, what I noticed with this album is it really took hold of things that I really like in music. I like really good drummer, really good guitarist, and long songs. And coincidentally, this album has a great fucking drummer and Mario Duplantier, and a great guitarist and singer and Joe Duplantier. I feel like I'm fucking reciting Canadian hockey team members, and it's heavy as shit. And the best songs are like 7.5, 8 minutes long, just really fucking good stuff. So the album starts off with Ocean Planet, and Ocean Planet and Global Warming I noticed, and throughout a lot of the album, but I noticed it mostly in those two songs. They kind of, as great as this album is, they kind of like recycle it sounds like their riffs are on loop. So like in Global Warming, and throughout the entire thing of like Global Warming, besides the breakdowns and chorus and stuff, you hear this like really fast like tapping riff, and you just kind of hear it like loop over and over and over for like the entire song. And with any other band, that would really start to piss me off, but it's so fucking good on this album that I can kind of look past it a little bit. And Ocean Planet does that too, but Ocean Planet is a great fucking starter track, and it really does set the tone for the entire album. After that, Backbone was pretty good, really heavy from what I remember, really heavy, but then then it goes to From the Sky, which is good, and then Unicorn, which is a really good instrumental by them, but I wish it was a little bit longer. It's only 2 minutes. Then it goes into Where Dragons Dwell, which is my favorite song on the entire album. That song fucking massacres, dude. That song is so great. Really heavy. The lyrics are exceptionally cool. It's all about, fucking finding your inner monster or whatever. I don't really know exactly what it's about, but it's about dragons in caves and all that cool stuff. And for some reason, it just really fucking got to me when I hear it. And I listen to it like every day. I love that song. Then, Heaviest Matter of the Universe is fucking brutal, man. It is fucking brutal. Then, Flying Whales, which, as I talked about, song is 7.5 minutes long. And it's unbelievable. And then, a couple more songs. It goes In the Wilderness, then World to Come from Mars to Sirius. Then it ends with Global Warming, which Global Warming's not my favorite song on the album. That would be Where Dragons Dwell or Flying Whales. But Global Warming is the song I've listened to the most, like by far, because it has that really sick guitar riff. It has fucking great vocals. I don't know if it's like a global... The song's called Global Warming, so I'm going to assume it's about global warming. It talks about the planet dying and stuff, but then it's really like optimistic. Like it talks about his son will grow up to be a king and don't fear anything or whatever. So I don't really know what the fuck is going on there, but it's great. So that's really all I kind of have to say about this album. I would say if you're starting a playlist or you've never listened to these guys before, Where Dragons Dwell, Flying Whales, Global Warming have to be on your fucking playlist. Those songs kick ass. The drummer is the highlight of the band. He's absolutely fucking insane. He's so good. Joe Duplantier, the lyricist and the guitarist, also absolutely fucking incredible. Bassist, could never... And then the rhythm guitarist is also really good, Christian Andrew. The bassist, I can't really hear... Like I said before, I can't really pick out bass that much. I would have to, listen to it with headphones on and really just, key in on just the bass and not hear anything else. And that's not exactly how I'd like to listen to music. But this album is fucking awesome. I would give this album a solid 9.5 out of 10. The only real detractions are, the recycled riffs, as great as they are, sometimes it's okay, yep, I've heard this riff the whole time. I want a little repetitive. I want a little bit more variation in some of the songs. But this is one of the best heavy metal albums I've ever listened to. It's fucking great. And it's a French band, which I didn't think people of France were fucking good at anything except for protesting and talking shit about their own government. But, more power to them for that. Yeah, fucking great album. Check it out.